In the world of hip-hop, artists often share their stories through music, but unfortunately, some find themselves facing a different kind of narrative, one that leads them behind bars. Today, we'll delve into the lives of several rappers who have become entangled with the criminal justice system. From charges of drug trafficking to murder, these stories are as diverse as the beats and rhymes that have shaped their careers. Young Thug, incarcerated, May 9, 2022. Charge: violating the racketeer. Influenced and corrupt organizations act with allegations of murder and weapons, armed robbery, and more. Sentenced, currently in jail fighting his RICO trial. Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, is known for his distinctive style and unique approach to rap. However, in May of 2022, he found himself among 26 YSL, Young Stoner Life, members arrested on RICO charges. The 56-count indictment against them includes charges of murder and armed robbery, with Thug being accused of being a leader of a violent street gang. He is currently on trial for violating the RICO Act. Fetty Wap, incarcerated, October 29, 2021, released on bond, then back in custody on August 8, 2022. Charge: drug trafficking, sentenced, 6 years in prison. Fetty Wap, known for hits like Trap Queen, faced charges related to drug trafficking. He was among 5 other individuals charged with distributing over 100 kilos of heroin, fentanyl, cocaine, and crack cocaine in the New York City area. 9 Lock 9, incarcerated, October 30, 2020. Charge: possession of unregistered firearm, aggravated identity theft, and felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition, sentenced 7 years in prison. 9 Lock 9, born Jaquavius Smith, has a history of gun-related arrests, including a shootout at a mall in Orlando, Florida in 2020. He also fraudulently applied for and received federal Paycheck Protection Program funds amounting to $10,000. Additionally, he faces attempted second-degree murder charges for allegedly shooting a gun into a home in Orlando. Tory Lanez, incarcerated, December 23, 2022. Charge: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and negligent discharge of a firearm. Sentenced, currently awaiting his sentence after being found guilty on all charges. Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, faced a high-profile trial after an altercation that resulted in Megan Thee Stallion getting shot in both of her feet. Despite questions raised by his defense attorneys, Tory was found guilty on charges of assault with a firearm and related offenses. He faces a maximum of 22 years in prison. Tsurf, incarcerated, October 13, 2022. Charge: racketeering, conspiracy, and possessing firearms and ammunition as a convicted felon. Sentenced, currently in jail. Sentencing hearing set for September 12, 2023. He faces 30 years in prison. Tsurf is accused of playing a leadership role in the Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips and is facing charges related to racketeering and firearm possession. Prosecutors alleged Tsurf, born Rajon Cox, shot at a rival gang member, adding to the gravity of his legal troubles. Kasanova, incarcerated, December 2, 2020. Charge: racketeering and narcotics. Sentenced, 15.6 years in prison. Kasanova, whose real name is Caswell Sr., was among 17 alleged members of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation gang indicted under the RICO statute. He was specifically accused of distributing controlled substances and possessing a firearm in furtherance of drug trafficking. Mystical, incarcerated, July 31, 2022. Charge: first-degree rape. Sentenced, currently in jail, waiting trial. Mystical, born Michael Lawrence Tyler, faces serious charges of first-degree rape. He was indicted in September 2022, accused of brutally assaulting a woman. The case awaits trial. R.A.B., incarcerated, October 21, 2018. Charge: possession with intent to distribute cocaine, methamphetamine, crack, and heroin, distribution of methamphetamine, and unlawful possession of a firearm. Sentenced, 45 years in prison. Philadelphia rapper R.A.B., born Abdul West, was arrested in 2018 and charged with running a local drug ring. Prosecutors implicated his record label, Original Block Huslas, in at least one murder of a rival drug dealer. He was convicted in 2019 and sentenced to nearly 50 years in prison. Pesti, incarcerated June 8, 2021. Charge: firearm conspiracy. Sentenced: 5 years in prison. Pesti, also known as Lontrell Williams, faced legal troubles related to firearm conspiracy. His charges stemmed from 2 separate incidents involving firearms, one of which took place outside an apartment complex in Miami, resulting in his incarceration. UnFunk, incarcerated May 4, 2023. Charge: racketeering, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and participation in a criminal street gang. Sentenced 9.6 years in prison. UnFunk, born Quantavious Greer, found himself entangled with the criminal justice system when he was arrested on RICO charges, alongside his brother Young Thug. He later accepted a plea deal for his release, but was arrested again, leading to a sentence of nearly a decade in prison. 42. Doug, incarcerated May 5, 2022. Charge: failure to surrender to serve. Sentenced 1 year in prison. 42. Doug, born Dion Marquise Hayes, faced legal issues related to his failure to surrender to serve a sentence in a federal firearms probe. This case originated from his arrest in November 2020 for possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Big Lurch, incarcerated April 10, 2002. Charge: murder, torture, and aggravated mayhem. Sentenced: life with no parole. Big Lurch, born Antron Singleton, is serving a life sentence for a gruesome crime involving the murder and cannibalism of his roommate in 2002. His defense argued that he was in a psychotic state caused by PCP consumption when the crime occurred. YNW Melly, incarcerated February 13, 2019. Charge: 2 counts of first-degree murder. Sentenced, currently in jail awaiting his retrial on double murder charges. YNW Melly, born Jamel Demons, was arrested for his alleged involvement in the murder of his best friends in 2018. The case involves allegations of a staged drive-by shooting. Melly's double murder trial ended in a mistrial, and he awaits a retrial. Each of these cases underscores the complex and often tragic intersections between hip-hop and the criminal justice system. Despite their musical talents and successes, these rappers have faced significant legal challenges and consequences. Thank you for joining us on Bars Behind Bars. We'll see you in the next episode as we continue to explore the world of rappers in jail. Stay tuned and stay curious.